back from ranking up? Me? Me specifically? Like as in me? As in the streamer me? I was asking Kaname, yeah. Consistency. Consistency. I have a lot of panic and a lot of scenarios where I know I should be doing something and I don't do something. It's consistency. I'm terrible at doing it all the time. I tell people to do it all the time. I can't do it all the time. I panic, especially on stream where I'm already nervous. I make a lot of mistakes because I'm trying to go for plays when I don't play consistently. Absolutely, it's consistency. Where's my Steam, bro? Library. Rivals. 920 hours. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bump, bump, bump. How do you think consistency can be fixed? Probably focusing, honestly. It's really difficult. I don't think there's not really a way to like practice consistency outside of doing it often. This is why I do VOD reviews. I don't like VOD reviewing myself because I feel like it's biased, but I look at VOD reviews so that I can like not make the same mistake next time. And I still do. It's hard. It's very difficult, especially in high elo where you get put in situations that you don't expect and you don't know how the fuck to react to it. It's really, really difficult. It is so fucking hard. It is really fucking hard. The top players are absolutely insane. So fucking hard. What do you usually play? Punisher, Hella. My aim with Hella is fine. It's my positioning. It's the consistency in the positioning. Punisher, Hella. I play Magneto and or Luna Loki when I'm strategist. Played against the current top 1 once and got obliterated. Brother, sorry, Danny. I want to get to this. I promise I'm going to get you some information. It's just the fucking, what do you call it? What do you call it? I got to Eternity 50 this season, right? And then I hit Eternity. I got Eternity and I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have a great time, right? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go next. I'm going to GG go next. I'm going to wait for the next day. I queue the next fucking day, bro. I get held by Month, Bedtime Story, fucking Choppa from Overwatch, The Avengers, like fucking top 20 motherfuckers, bro. And I am getting absolutely whipped. And I'm in and out of Eternity like 4 times that day. I swear to God, my VOD, I was in and out of Eternity 4 times. I went against Bedtime Story at Eternity 36 through like 4 fucking times. In my opinion, only the top 100 and people on orgs who are actually like crazy. I don't believe that. I believe everybody's insane at their peak. I think the top 100 are just more consistent. I think everybody in top 500 is absolutely fucking out of their minds, but the top 100 are just consistent. They can just do it all of the fucking time passively, and I have no idea how they do it. I believe top 500 players are like absolutely insane, but like the top 100 players just do it all of the fucking time. That's why they make YouTube videos. That's why they make Twitch. That's why they even Rocket OTPs. I mean, it's hard. They just survive. They just survive. The Rocket OTPs, it is their job to survive. The best Rocket OTPs just survive. That's how you play Rocket. They are unkillable. They are actually unkillable. To get it on my other computer, because I have, if you look, hold on. I don't know if you can. I can't minimize this. I have nothing on this. I have nothing on this computer so that I minimize CPU usage. I was gonna be done with after this list and queue, but we have to do a Pawgerz game. And maybe Gap. Actually, we'll probably be done after Pawgerz, if anything. I'm here all week. If you guys want a VOD review, either come back later or come back tomorrow. Oh, this is huge. Valentina Eve. This is massive. Huge.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Pawgerz, hello.
Starts in 5, 4.
How late you gonna stream? I don't know. It depends. What time is it? 11. It's 11:46 EST. I'm not really sure. I have no idea. I don't really have a goal. I took vacation this week so I could stream. And and get some views. I'm tired of this fucking shit-ass 9 to 5. This is a crazy game to coach, by the way. I coached one. Duckle, I don't know if you know who Flame himself is, but he's from Overwatch, and he asked me to do a VOD review for him off stream. That shit was lit. It was high-level players like this, too. It was insane.
Deeper into the web, yes. I would unlock.
Oh, hold on. I don't have the fundamentals up. Hold on. I gotta get the fundamentals up. I don't know if you agree with this, but this is my, like, view of duelists and what their jobs are, fundamentally. I don't really have, like, a council that I fucking talk to about this. This is just something, how I summarize all of the duelists, so. Just want to see another take anyways, yeah. This is fine. This is standard neutral. Playing behind our tanks. There is not going to be a clear-cut reason that we lose this. It's going to be a very interesting. He's dead. Beautiful. Where do we start losing? We fucking kill everything for 2 minutes, bro? How do we lose this? We have full health.
Who is behind you, my ally?
This is fine. This is standard neutral. We're waiting for cart.
I want a soul.
Playing as a team. We're waiting. Should be looking for this BP.
Deeper into the web, yes. I would unlock.
Beautiful. We're
its
AFK. Probably streaming.
Splendid.
This is
Queen
fine.
of
Fuck that guy. Space. Interesting. Yeah, we're winning. Until we stop winning, then that's when we'll realize. That's when we'll see all the mistakes show. But right now, we're actively just rolling right now, you know.
inside that soul.
Oh. Wait, what? Bro, what? Hello? I guess this takes a little bit of awareness. Hello? That's an enemy Luna, by the way. This is just awareness. I know you're a streamer. You were probably streaming. You were probably trying to figure this out. This cannot happen. The fact that your Luna killed her was kind of whack here. Like, I get everybody else was looking at her, but you weren't looking at her. What the hell? I have no idea what that was.
Find that soul.
Have my full support.
Yeah, just awareness. There's Wolverine here. There's a Wolverine here. You saw him, too. Can't let this get away. If this guy kills somebody, this is your fault. We're unaware here, look.
I am barely.
We're unaware the Luna's on our right. And we actively see this Wolverine walk into here, look. Bop, bop, bop. If this guy kills somebody and you don't call us out, this is our fault just as much as it is their fault. Look, look! There we go. That sucks. That's aim. It happens. We're one above all. This is fine.
Here's this life. No escape from hell.
This is fine. Standard neutral. We're not losing. Nobody's died yet. Where do we die? Where do we start losing?
I am ready to put on a show.
Save. There is a Luna ult. There is a Luna ult. Realistically, unless you have insane communication, you are not going to kill anybody. I know what you're trying to do. I know it's possible, but you just don't have the resources without another ultimate. Once, I think I spammed my ult, but the thing above me stopped it. Regardless, why would we ult here? This is Luna ult. Regardless, why would we ult here? This is Luna ult. We're not going to kill anything through it. Realistically, you maybe hit somebody in the backline. You've already killed Loki. You're already up one. You going here and continuing past your tanks actively makes this a 5v6, and this Wolverine absolutely shits on this guy. Well, I was alright. Super aggro, no. Then she ulted, so I'm alright. I'm upright. Yeah, but then what happens? Then what happens? Let's say you do ult here. Let's say you do ult here. They're not using a defensive ult. Your team is not using a defensive ult. Let's say you go into the air here. They're backing up so that they don't have to use any resources here. You go into your Hella ult. They blast it to smithereen in 1 second. And then they fucking, and then you drop in front of your entire tank. And then they just kill you because Emma's broken and their entire team has a Luna ult. It takes 2 seconds to kill your Luna ult. This wasn't even like a good time to be using our Hella ult, even if we were. We're past our tanks and we die for it. We also just need to be aware of it. Even if you were going to Hella ult here, the fact that the Luna ult popped up, your first thought should be to absolutely leave, regardless of the Hella ult. Because you know, and this is one above all, we're not allowed to like not think about it. When they get this Luna ult, they are invincible if they play this correctly. They are invincible and they are going to walk forward immediately. You know that they are going to run your ass down because they have an invincible ultimate right now. Luna ult is insane. You know that they're going to walk forward. Comments are off. Comments are not off. You know they're going to walk forward. We should back up here. We also have Bird to react to this. We also have Bird to react to this, by the way. We also have Bird where we have like 3 seconds before they kill us. Look. Look at how long they're in Luna ult there.
I am ready to put on.
I am ready to put on a show. 1, 2, say you're spamming ult, you don't have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, and you don't even turn around to try to Bird. We have every escape option, and we know what their game plan is after they Luna ult here. It sucks, but this is also something that we need to be aware of, even if we're trying to ult here. You have a Loki. If you really want this gone and you really want to ult here and try to ult here, get this guy to just break the bridge. Nah, my play was to ult to live, but not to Bird. I feel Hella ult so ass, I never see a reason to hold it. Regardless, if this was anybody else's ult, this would still be bad, though. And this is something that you need to think about. They can just break it. You know how quickly they break it. They have Hella. They have Emma fully charged. They have Doctor Strange who can block you. They have Luna ult up. And they have Wolverine. Actually, Wolverine doesn't do a whole lot, but they can just break it in 2 seconds. You won't be able to kill anybody because the Luna ult is out. You don't have a cloak and dagger. Realistically, like what do you need to get here? Like Psylocke doesn't have the burst damage. Maybe you hit a crazy Groot ult. But unless you're communicating this, unless you're communicating Hella Groot, there's just no way that one Hella ult by itself kills anything here. We need to think about what options they have to deal with us just as quickly. Because this is a one above all lobby. I guarantee you, your Hella ult would have lasted maybe 2 seconds. They would have destroyed it, and then you don't kill anybody inside of the Luna ult. But we were so committed to it. We were so committed to it. And then they use resources. That's fine.
Immortality has its privileges. I want
They're neutral. We start losing here. I have a feeling it's the Wolverine, but I don't know.
A nice deep
I don't know if you know why it's the Wolverine. I don't believe anybody knows why it's the Wolverine. Yeah, we're not looking for this Wolverine. Hold on. Where are we? We are Groot.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Beautiful. Beautiful. I played this Pawgerz guy. You threw my game on Fort. No.
Here's this life.
Standard neutral. We won the fight. How did we get held here? What happens here?
A nice deep freeze.
Hell unleashed!
Aim. That sucks. He also had his... Fuck. Exactly what I told you just a second ago happened, bro. Exactly what I just told you. It sucks. It sucks that you missed, but he probably would have ulted. That's why he was fighting it. As well as exactly what I told you just happened. They didn't even need a Luna ult for you to not kill anything. They didn't even need the Luna ult that's already 60% to it for you to not kill anything. And you played for it inside of a Luna ult. Back up. Back up. Back up. We are so far past our tank. We need to have an escape option. You realize this is also just a quick like turnaround, right? We need to know that we're dropping. Everybody in the lobby knows exactly where you're going to be dropping. Even if your team was here. Even if your team is actively helping you here. Hold on. Even if they were helping you here, they probably wouldn't have been able to stop you from dying here. But once we realize that we're alone, if you do not see a tank in front of you, we have to leave. Especially in one above all lobbies. If you do not actively see your Emma Frost, if you do not see your Groot standing in front of you holding the line, they are not there to do their jobs. They are not there to negate the damage that you are about to eat to your fucking face right now. We have Bird. We have Stun. We have 3 options to get out, and we don't do any of it. None of it. None of it. We have no idea how out of position we are because we use that ultimate. Have an escape plan, and now you make it a 5v6. I walked back, but yeah, well, I know that you walked back. It was that you didn't react to it in time, and it only takes the 1 second. It only takes the 1 second. You know, in one above all lobbies, they're going to take advantage of it. That's why I'm bringing it up. I can't teach you your fundamentals because you already know your fundamentals. You're just making the mistakes. You already know how to use Hella. You already know how to use her birds and stuff. You're just unaware right now. You're not paying attention to where your team is. Honestly, I don't track my bird a lot, not gonna lie. And that is incredibly bad idea. This is a get out of jail free card 9 times out of 10. This is a get out of jail free card 9 times out of 10, as well as this does the Vanguard's job for you. The reason that Hella is broken is because of her damage and because she can do the job of another role. This negates damage. This diverts resources. That's what this does. You are invincible while you're in here. This is negating damage. And you're actively not using it to escape scenarios where you're going to make it a 5v6 when you die. And it only takes one person. It's a 6v6. It's one above all. You die, the rest of the team falls. They're at a disadvantage, and the enemy team knows how to take care of it. Look for this wolf. Beautiful. He's in 1v6. They're down a support. We need to play this slow. We use our bird to go forward. Oh, nice shot. Beautiful. Wolverine. Wolverine. You do not care about your team. I can tell already. Be extremely careful. Wolverine.
Your powers are
Nice. Okay, he got the shot on. That's fine.
I am ready to put on a show.
Loki, Luna, we need to survive at least one of them. Got grabbed. Kill this fucking bozo. That's fine. They have Luna ult up. This is fine. We're all good. This is fine. It's fine. This is a target priority. I think this is a target priority issue. No? Is this just me? Who do we choose here? I feel like we're aware. We have to be aware that the Luna's here. We have wall hacks. I feel like we have to be aware that the Loki's here. Or we have to commit to the wolf. Okay, so my config makes me not have wall hacks. What do you mean you don't have wall hacks? That is you're actively handicapping yourself. What do you mean? Same as on Punny? Why? How? How do you even do that? Anything for the frames? I feel like this is worth it. You're actively handicapping yourself. I think it's a bug in the config. I would figure that out. I would 100% figure that out. Hella has wall hacks here. And you're actively handicapping yourself, so I'm not really sure what information I could give you here. This is 100% a target priority issue. 100%. What I would say is you kill these guys first like you were going to, but the Luna should die here every day of the week. There's no reason this Luna shouldn't die here. Just commit to it. That sucks. Yeah, look, they're standing right here too, by the way. This is probably really hard to see, but they're also just standing out in the open here. There are 3 people standing out in the open, and it's double shield. That sucks, but like that's a target priority issue.
I want your
like
soul.
it cold.
No escape.
All right, we don't react to this in time. We're trying to 1v1 here. Do we lose for it? Do we die?
Find that soul.
Double KO.
I'm being controlled. Resistance is futile.
Who is not being contested?
Watch me.
The back.
I am ready to put on a show.
Yeah. How do we get away
I'm
with
ready
this?
to put
This is the 3rd time you've died with Bird, by the way. This is a cooldown usage issue.
on a show.
This is the 3rd time you've died with Bird, by the way. This is reactable. I'm not gonna let you get away with not reacting to this because we're 1 above all. This is reactable. I do this shit on the daily and I'm C3. This is reactable. We don't die here. We have our Bird. We have walls to play around. We're standing out in the open right now. This is us standing out in the open, by the way. Look. You have this wall. You have this wall. You have this rock. You are actively standing out in the open, and you're not using your 1 escape option to get out every single time. We're not using cover. You're making it easy as fuck for these guys to kill you. Their aim is insane. You're egoing this guy, and you have whooped his ass twice, and you are actively making it easy for them to kill you here. We're standing out in the open, by the way. Not behind a rock, not behind the wall, not behind this wall, anywhere. I would say this is bad if you're hanging out on the left, but you're not standing out. You're not standing behind anything here. You're not standing behind anything here, and you get caught by this and you die. Yes! He should have ulted. Yes, the Luna should have ulted and reacted to this a lot sooner. But 1, he was Emma ulted, and 2, you had 3 escape options, and you chose none of them. This wall, and your Bird. You chose none of your escape options here, and now it's a 5v6. They can't guarantee any kills inside of this right now. Wolverine.
No goddess is
You're not
ever
really
truly
you're not really forcing any resources out of the enemy team right now. I'm gonna be real. I don't
Here's this life.
You're not really forcing them to use anything.
I'm barely harmed.
Only 60 seconds left.
Just fine, 60 seconds. They take advantage of it so well. This is really difficult. This is right now. This is a positioning issue and a cooldown usage ability issue. There were 3 situations where you could have lived. You threw the list. After this, I am now, and then it's you, Gavin. Where you could have lived, and you actively made it a 5v6 because you died in positions where you shouldn't have died. And then that's all they needed. They took advantage of it. I mean, it's a high elo lobby. What do you expect? Look at you standing out in the open, dude. Look, you're behind your Luna. You're not playing with your tanks. You're not playing as a team here. You're not contesting anybody. You're not forcing any resources. You're just standing in the back, like shooting nothing right now. This is difficult. This is not an easy shot. Why are you making it more difficult for you? Your Groot has all of this space. Your Emma has your Psylocke has all of this space. And your Emma is up in their faces. Look at how much space they have. And you're actually limiting yourself to this pillar behind your entire team. You're just standing right here. You're not forcing any. You're not contesting anybody by standing back here. Look. Like, that shit's hard. And then you're making this hella, making it easy for this hella.
I am ready to put on
By
a
the
show.
eye of Agamotto.
This is reactable. This sucks. I'm gonna say this is reactable. Is this reactable? I feel like this is reactable, no? Maybe I'm tripping. Dude man is standing right here. We're not looking for the Doctor Strange. We are actively not looking for where this Doctor Strange is. The only person that's caught in this is the Emma. I feel like we're one above all. We should use both of our escape options here. We have stun and we have bird. By the eye.
I'm ready to put on a show.
By the eye. As soon as you hear this. As soon as you hear by the eye and you have no idea where this guy is coming from, we should be birding. Regardless. Unless you see him in your screen, in your face, we're really just on autopilot right now. We're just kind of shooting. We're shooting into the enemy team and then kind of just getting kills for it right now. This was avoidable. And now it's a 5v6 and they take advantage of it. There isn't time to turn into bird, in my opinion. There is time to turn into bird when you hear bye. Maybe I would give it, but he is stunnable and I can bird straight. Yeah. There is, as soon as you press it. Maybe not turn around, but you can 100% turn into bird before he Yagamotos. I do it all the time as a C3. I guarantee you can practice doing it in a high eternity. You're not contesting anything. Like, the biggest issue that we're having right now is we're not doing our jobs by standing around. Look at how long nothing dies, right? Your job is to contest them and to force them to use their resources, and while we're just standing around, thing is I can't off angle. And you don't have to off angle, but you're making the shot difficult for you. It doesn't matter if you're off angling, but you're standing back here trying to take difficult ass shots when your team is setting you up for success and giving you the space for it. What do you suggest I do besides playing main? Probably, hold on. I don't think there is a better option than going main. One, you've already shit on this guy, right? I think you can take your off angles. I think you're fine taking your off angles, but your Psylocke is already contesting her. She's already doing her job by contesting her. Now you need to figure out who's being uncontested here. Your job is to contest the uncontested and to force them to use their resources. I don't believe you don't go main here. I don't feel like there's a reason to not go main here. Your Psylocke has been an absolute menace in the background. Your Psylocke has been deleting their Loki. Your Psylocke has been absolutely deleting their fucking Luna and absolutely forcing them to use their resources, but you don't have anybody that you're contesting right now. This Wolverine was getting free everything. These tanks back here, you weren't forcing them to use their resources selfishly at all. Look what happens here. We're kind of just standing around and just shooting into the abyss. You don't need to be shooting these guys right now. Your Psylocke is already shooting at them. You know she's already shooting at them because she is obliterating them with her ultimate. She is already going in and contesting the uncontested. The people that are contested right now is the Loki, is the Luna, and the Hela right now because she was actively fighting him just a second ago. Now, who do you need to make sure is not absolutely deleting your backline? We should be looking for Wolverine, and we should be looking to make sure that these guys can't use their resources on our team. We should be making sure that the Doctor Strange can't do whatever he wants, and the Emma does whatever he wants, because nobody's looking at him right now. The only people that are looking at them right now are your tanks, and the Wolverine is absolutely shredding your Emma right now. Your Emma and your Groot right now. And it sucks. Like, obviously, Groot into Wolverine is not the best, but you are not actively looking for the Wolverine. You're just shooting for the back line right now. And your Psylocke's already dealing with them. Look. Look. Look, he was already fighting them. Look.
I'm ready to put on a show.
And that sucks. They have the ultimates. They commit the resources. But we're not contesting anything. There is a solid, like, 50 seconds here where we're just shooting down range. I don't feel like there is anything that you should be doing outside of going main here. Because your tanks need help right now. Your tanks are going in, they're making the space for you, but they can't get the kills because everyone's trying to kill their backline. Look at how difficult that is to hit these shots. Look. You're spending all your time trying to kill the backline right now when your Psylocke is already contesting them right now. Look.
Feels like living. Enemies. Perfect.
They don't have clones. Am I not on Loki clone breaking duty? It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's difficult. It's hard. I understand wanting to break them. I understand wanting to do them. It's fine. You've done it. It is the ebb and flow of it. Here's what happens. Let me explain what happens here. Look what happens here. This is really, really difficult to like properly do this, right? Because look what happens with your Psylocke here, right? This is difficult. I know what you mean, and it's a yes and a no. You're on clone breaking duty when the Psylocke's not. Because look at what she does here, right?
That's better.
She's shooting the tanks, right? She's shooting the tanks here. She's forcing them to back up. You're shooting the tanks with her, right? And now she is no longer shooting at the vanguards, right? She is no longer actively shooting at the vanguards here. Hold on, wait for it, wait for it. Look. And these come out. These come out. You break these, and realistically, you have a good chance of killing the tanks now, right? This is their resources. You're forcing them to use their resources. Not that you could tell, but she doesn't have her clap, and they don't have their high burst damage. They don't have their high burst damage to kill these guys. If the Groot walls them off long enough, or he gets the ult off here in a second, you can just kill through. Look at how close you are. You can just kill through these right now. Look, they're not even inside of the. They're not even inside of these things right now. They're not even inside. Look, the Emma is standing around doing whatever she wants, being uncontested right now. Look at how long she lives. Look at how long these guys live right now. Look. You could have realistically killed her if you headshot her here. This is one above all. This is a one above all lobby. And it sucks. This sucks because this is like a, what do you call it? This is a minimal thing. This is not something that you can see very easily. But right now, if you look, hold on. No one is dead on their team. No one is dying. Like, we have gotten a bunch of kills before, but nobody is dying, and you're supposed to be attacking, or you're supposed to be getting kills as a team together in scenarios like this. Oh, it's Pawgerz. I know this guy. Yeah, he's huge. He's massive. It's really, really difficult to tell in scenarios like this. But the supports are already being contested by your by the flanker. You already have an off angler. The Psylocke is your off angler. If you're both off angling and neither of you are getting kills, then the main is being uncontested. If your Psylocke is already doing flanks, and you're trying to do flanks and take off angles, then the three of the main the three in the front are going to be uncontested and using their resources to delete your front line. You know what I mean? It's hard though. It's really hard to tell in high rank lobbies like this. I feel like, yeah, and you kill him. I mean, they get the what do you call it? The Doctor Strange there.
Time to switch things up, including which side.
But I feel like we're gonna be able to tell even more over here. I feel like it's gonna be the same issue.
The battle starts in 5.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of the same
3,
stuff.
2, 1. Help get that
Dang.
vehicle to its
This is
destination.
contact if it's one above all. Yeah, but it's really difficult to pinpoint what the problem was. 100% I was shooting her there. You were shooting her there, but you stopped shooting her. You shot her twice, and then as soon as she got out of position because of the wall, you stopped shooting her. And it sucks you got Doctor Strange ulted, but she realistically could have died. It was the fact that you stopped shooting her that mattered. We're out in the open right now. You get punished for it? That's fine. It is really difficult to pinpoint exactly what went wrong here. But I believe I believe it is the uncontested tanks. I believe it was literally just because of time and resources. Because if you look, as the defense, you know, as the defense, their entire job is not to kill you. Their job is not to deal with your bullshit. It is just to make sure that you don't move cart. That is their job. They did their job. And they ended up out-sustaining you because they committed ultimates at the end. But the reason that they were winning is because they didn't die. You weren't helping your team get the kills, contesting the people that were uncontested. The tanks were just being uncontested. Eternity is hard as fuck, though. Yeah, no joke.
There they are.
I want your soul.
This is fine. What is your Johnny doing? This is just something that you have to be aware of. Who is he shooting at? I don't care that he dies here. Who is he shooting at? He's starting to shoot at the tanks. Okay, never mind. That doesn't matter. That doesn't help me. This is fine. This Johnny's above you.
I am barely hurt.
Your powers are mine! Bring on the chaos!
This Johnny's above you. Uncontested Johnny, by the way. Uncontested Johnny, by the way. Actively doing whatever he wants to your backline right now.
I am ready to put on a show.
Yeah, look. Look! Boom! Right there. Boom! Boom! Right there. There it is. We're not paying attention to our backline here. Look. We're on fire, and we don't look for the Johnny. There's somebody in front of us. Like, we're really focused. I get this Luna ult is very important, but we're not looking for who's being uncontested right now. I look up there, and I don't see him. We're not looking at who's being uncontested right now. Look. How do I say this? You're getting shot at by him. I don't know how you don't see this. You are on autopilot, brother. You were so on autopilot. It is unbelievable. You look up in a second. Should I be looking for him? Absolutely. Absolutely. You should be looking for anybody on the enemy team that you don't see. I feel like that's a lot of damage missing out on the tanks. It doesn't... It's hard, especially in these scenarios. How do I say this? And this is going to come up because the Luna dies, and this is important. It doesn't matter how much damage you get on the tanks in this scenario specifically. It doesn't matter, especially in scenarios like this, because you're already down a tank. As soon as this, you're also down your what do you call it? Your torch. You're already down 2 right now, and this is something that you have to react to. This is something that you just have to react to. This is something that you need to know. You're not allowed to not see this when you are in game as a one above all player. You know your Johnny just died. You know your Emma just died. You yourself are the only damage character 1v6. I think of it as counter pressuring them because they're walking on us to potentially slow them. The slow, how do I say this? Ooh, this is you have great questions. You have great comebacks, all right? How do I say this? Plan A or plan C should not be to stall them. What you're saying potentially slow them is stalling. Plan A should never be to stall. It should be to win the fight, obviously. And your best chance of winning the fight is to live. Your best chance of winning this fight is to live, to back up, and you realistically, by yourself, are not going to get a kill here. By yourself, you know, you're 1v6. Even if you don't see this Johnny, by yourself, you are 1v6. You have both some of the best tanks in the world right now, some of the best healers in the world. Like, realistically, be real. Like, are you going to get a 2-tap on the tanks? The pressure is just not there. You feel like you're pressuring them there, but you're not pressuring them. They don't feel the pressure because you're just stalling. You're just waiting. It doesn't matter. None of this matters because as soon as you're done stalling, they just wipe you after. I didn't mean get a kill, but forcing them to keep them up or maybe step back, I guess. And that's fine. That's fine. But you're not caring about the person that's uncontested. The person that is out of position the person that you could just as easily get a kill on, as well as the person that is dealing with your backline right now. You don't care about the rest of your team. Because look what happens here. He absolutely gets shit on. And this is something you could have done about it. Realistically, this pressure does nothing because you're not looking for somebody that you can do something about, as well as you're now looking for the people that are uncontested. Every single one of these people are already contested. The thing inside of the Luna ult is contesting the Doctor Strange, the Emma, both of the strategists here. You're not getting shot at, by the way. Look. You're not getting shot at, by the way. Look. After this Luna ult pops, you're not getting shot at. They don't care about you. They're not worried. I see that as one of your jobs. I never thought about contesting. Yeah. Finding that one person that's uncontested, because especially in high elo lobbies, it only takes one person to absolutely fuck your shit up. It absolutely only takes one person, and this is exactly what I mean. It is one person being uncontested here. Look. This is Pawgerz. Look. And look at yourself. They're so not worried about you. This is something that you need to realize. They are so not worried about you in any capacity because they are 5v3 right now. Look at how not worried they are about you. Look at how much damage you take here, by the way. Look. Look at how much damage you take here.
I am ready to put on a show.
Look at how much damage you take here. Look. And then you get absolutely wiped. I was trying to follow our Luna ult. And I get that. I understand that. My issue is not that you played for the Luna ult, it's your target priority here. It is that you could have done something about the Johnny when you had the chance, and you didn't force him to you didn't force him to use his resources. You could have shot this Johnny, you could have dealt with this Johnny, and then walked up with the ult, and still probably would have ended up like this. It is just the fact that he absolutely shit on your Luna in the background because you left him alone. Because what happens if he doesn't kill the Luna here, you know? You're at 70% to your next Luna ult, and realistically, you guys can survive until your dude comes out, until the rest of your team regroups. I think bro just didn't see him, and yeah, we talked about him. It's hard to see him, but you have to think about it. You have to think about it. There are 5 people in front of you. There are 5 people in front of you. Where is the one dude that you need to be worried about? Where is the one person that is not contested right now? This is something that you have to think about every time. You have to be consistent with. Like, there are 5 people in front of you. The torch is shooting at your head. Where's the torch? And he's not shooting at you because you're not dead. And then kaboom! He just absolutely shits on your back. And then he just shits on your Luna immediately. And that's all he needs. And that's all he needs. He kills the Luna and you're ignoring your backline. I think I just expected our Luna to follow the supple. How do I say this? Yes and no. This is something that we just need to be aware of. This sucks. This is not... how do I say this? Realistically, there was probably nothing that you could have done about it. Realistically, the Luna... Yes. The Luna should have been here. The Luna should have been playing with a team. The Luna should have been doing, like, playing up here as a team. The problem was the dude that was uncontested. Because look, yes, she probably should have been here. But if she walks up here, look, this is something that you don't think about. Yes, she should have, but look, you want her to walk through the fire and flames, and the one dude that is being uncontested right now. Look. She is being actively walled off right now. And this is hindsight. This sucks. This is hindsight. But this is also a factor of you not paying attention to the Johnny here. She gets super speed and super jump. I think she definitely can. But does she risk it, though? Does she risk it? She left here. She left here because she felt safe enough that you guys would live and that this Johnny would be contested. I'm not saying she should have. She probably should have risked this. Honestly, she probably should have been fine. But she legitimately thought that she was fine because this Johnny, she didn't expect him to just walk up in front of her. Look at how far she goes. Bop.
I am ready to
and he's just out here doing his own thing, doing whatever he wants. Yes, it sucks. Yes, it sucks. It's something that you can't control, and it's a mistake that they made. But there's something that you could have done about it. All you had to do was shoot the Johnny maybe once or twice and forced him to use his resources to where either the Luna was able to help kill him, maybe hit a shot or two, or force him to leave to walk back. And then he backs off, yeah. It's not your job to get a kill. It is nobody's job to get a kill. It is not one single person's job to get a kill. It is everybody's job to help get a kill. To contest.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Hella just happens to be able to do it consistently all the fucking time. I honestly play for picks and have that as my main priority. Don't. Especially on defense. The picks don't matter. The picks are a mean to an end. And this is why triple support or triple res is so strong in domination, because the picks don't matter. The point matters. The objective matters. Playing as a team matters. The whole reason that you're playing the game is not to get kills. It is to move and or stop the objective. And all you had to do was force him to not deal with your Luna, to not be able to kill your Luna, and you guys stop the objective and just hang out for a second. You don't have to make game-changing plays on defense. It is not your job to two-tap everybody on defense. Like they did before, they didn't even kill you guys. The only time that they killed you guys outside of ultimates was like the Wolverine got a random pick on the Groot in neutral. They didn't kill you guys in neutral at any point, in any capacity. All they did was stall you long enough. Because that's the job of defense. It is not to get kills. It is to make the payload move or to stop the payload. Play the objective. Boom, we walked in without our tanks here. It takes 1 second. It takes 1 second, bro. This is something that we have to be aware of. This is something that we have to be aware of. We can now walk into the fiery balls of flame here. We're not playing with our tanks. This is not something that we are allowed to do. You can't just walk into this. You wait for him to do that, because you know he's waiting for him. He's not doing anything. Do you think I just wait? Yeah, he's not doing anything. You know what he's doing? Look, if you look, he's not contesting anybody here. Look. He's not contesting anybody. He's not doing his job by shooting at the wall here. I honestly do not think I could ever one-shot me in front of two-sub. They can't heal that fast. He can one-shot. It's not... It sucks. It sucks in the sense that they could have probably healed you for it, but there's nothing that you could have done about it. Yeah. Because look at these guys' HP. Look, you're not playing as a team. You don't care about the rest of your team here. Because when I play Torch, I don't be one-tapping. Yeah. Look, if you had just looked for your team, look, no one's in danger of dying. They're not being shot at. They are actively not being contested right now. The job of the Torch and the job of the Hela is to contest the uncontested. And they're not doing their job by shooting at this ground and waiting for you guys to walk out here. Look. You just handed them a kill on a silver platter. Look at the Emma and the thing right now. They're doing their jobs.
I am ready to put on
They're contesting right now. Look. All they had to do, the reason this sucks. I wouldn't have ulted here ever. This is a terrible ultimate. This is not something like this is awful. But the cart is not moving. If she didn't ult here, you guys would have already been doing your job because the tanks were being uncontested and the cart was not moving. Can't he like perma hold fire on that OBJ? Do I just keep waiting? Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what you wait for? Do you know what you wait for? You sit there and wait and you discipline yourself until he looks at the tanks. Because the tanks are doing their job. If the tanks are sitting there and surviving and they're just stopping cart and they're not being shot at, they're not going to be killed by either of the tanks. If both of the DPS are contesting you and looking for you, then the cart's not moving. You're doing your job by standing still. You just wait there. He perma holds that forever, but he never does anything about the tanks stopping cart and dealing with their backline. Look, they're both looking at you. They're both trying to fight you here. They're actively ignoring the people on cart here. They just wait. That's fair. I always saw it as thinking they would take damage even though they don't. I also don't play with health bars. Do you think I should on DPS? I only do on tank. It's 50-50. I would say if it helps you, if it helps you in the long run, then yes. But if it clutters your screen, then don't worry about it. The negative is that it just covers a lot of the screen because I'm expecting my tanks to get pusher because they're alone. And it just takes awareness. I know that they're alone, but in order for us to optimize, in order for us to be the best of the best, we have to be aware of it. And it sucks because these small ass decisions are the reason that we're losing this. This is not a simple fix. This is not something that you think about. Right now, you're not thinking of this as a team game. You're not thinking of this as an objective game. You're thinking of trying to get kills, trying to diff these guys. When the objective is to move the cart. Just watch. Just look at them. Just look at your team. Just look. Literally, just point your screen towards your team. If the enemy is shooting at you, then they're not shooting at the most important people on the board. And if you just survive, if they're worried about you, then that's fine. You're doing your job by forcing their resources just by standing there. You're just standing there doing your job.
Supernova!
A nice deep freeze.
Supernova!
Find that soul.
Up there! Don't turn back now!
This torch is completely empty. Too late. We don't touch this ever.
Find that soul.
I don't think we ever touch this, no? Look! 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 You don't kill him! But you do your job! Look! Do this every time. Look! It doesn't matter that you didn't get the kill. Imagine if you had done this earlier.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint.
Look! And he leaves! And he has to regroup with his team. Kill this Emma. Kill this Emma. Fuck. Beautiful.
The emanations of
Pierce this life.
nearly overwhelming.
God, I fucking hate Torch and high elo. He's still very strong. Look, you're making this a 5v6. Look. Look. While you are off on your own side quest, and this sucks because even more so in One Above All, while you are off on your side quest, doing whatever you're doing here, whoever you were paranoid with, you leave your team in a 5v5 when you could make it a 5v6. This sucks, but the other team is just better, and you make it an even fight for them. You already have a pick. You have one of the most important picks. Well, my team pinged that hella. Don't I have to look here? You do have to look here, but you don't have to 1v1 her, and this is unoptimal as fuck. Not only is the hella being over here making it a 4v6 because she's not doing anything. There's a better way to do this. Just play with your team. You mean going up top right. Not even top right. Just play with your team. She's going to try to get an angle. What is the objective of the hella, right? What is the goal of the hella on a flank? It is to find an angle on the strategists. The goal of the flank? Sorry, I meant the bad decision of going up top. You mean going up top? Yes, I mean going top, yeah. It just wastes time. Especially in scenarios in One Above All, where it takes a second, you're giving them a fair fight for no reason. It only takes 1 second to kill people in One Above All. They are so optimal. And you're making it a fair fight where you don't have to. You're leaving this, and yes, she needs to be contested, but there's a better way of going about this. If you go help your team, if you play with your Torch, if you play with your Emma here, you can realize that she's trying to kill your backline, and you can play with your backline. You don't have to kill her, you just have to get her to get the fuck away. You just have to force her to leave. If you stand back here with your supports where you know that she's gonna go, and you shoot her maybe once or twice, your healers heal you, she's nobody, she is 1v6, and she leaves. Or you get the 2-tap on her. Why make it a fair fight? They're not going to. Why make it a fair fight? Look. Look at how far this Hella is. And you take the most unoptimal route. The most unoptimal route of going all the way around, where you could have literally just walked up with your team here, turned around, either two-tapped her, birded away, shot her once, and forced her to leave. Look, and your Emma is out here. Boom! Just gets deleted. It takes a second. You gave them a fair fight, and they took advantage of it. You gave them a 5v5 because you were on whatever side quest you were on, and it took 1 second. I was looking for an angle on their backline, to be honest. Like their Hella did. When should versus shouldn't you do so? How do I say this? I love your questions, by the way. This is great. This is great content. On defense specifically, there is no reason for you to be playmaking. There is no reason for you to look for their backline, because the entire goal of you on defense is not to get kills. It is to stop the cart. If you kill their backline, yes, you win the fight. But if they don't kill anybody, if their team doesn't kill anybody, then you still win the fight. I think I have it a priority, always being able to get picks. Nah, just because you're able to doesn't mean that you should be prioritizing it. If they kill nobody, if the attacking team kills nobody, the defending team still wins. Bro, I love high-level analysis. I'm applying this to my Eternity games for real. Not being able, but always prioritizing that. Sorry, no, you're fine, man. I agree with you. This is very informational. That's fine. Yeah. You're still getting value by stopping the cart. The objective is not to kill them on defense. It is to not die. The objective is not to kill them. There's no reason for you to play make. Because if you guys were standing in neutral forever and nobody was dying, you would just win. You would literally just win. The objective is not to kill them on defense. It is to make sure they don't kill you. We go for a kill here. We're in alone, by the way. We're entirely alone, by the way. Hella ult sucks, but I think you're just using it incorrectly as well. So I only go for these plays more on attack. Specifically if we don't have any contest on their backline to do so. Yes. Beautiful. Mwah. Perfect. Because they're going to have to do what you said right now, the enemy team is going to have to do. What you said right now, the enemy team is gonna be doing exactly what you're saying. And so all you have to do is stop them from doing that. All you have to do is stop them from killing. You don't even have to kill them. You just have to make sure they don't kill you or your backline. But also, I feel like you're just using your ults bad. I feel like you think Hella ult is bad because you're using them alone. Hella ultimate is ass. But especially in scenarios like this, you're entirely alone and they break it in 1 second. You are not aware of your team. Look, you do not care about your team. And yes, Hella is one of the 2 characters in the game that can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, but her ultimate is ass. Like you said before, we are not aware of our team. We do not care about our team. We are down one of the most important pieces of our board right now. Emma is dead. You are not allowed to not see this.
So high.
You're going in 1v6 right now. Past your tank, past everybody, and they're forcing you to use all your resources to get out. Look, they don't even have to kill you. And this is what I mean. It is not your job to kill. It is not the Torch's job to kill anybody. It is not any single person's job to kill anybody. Look, they're forcing you to leave just by shooting at you. They're contesting you. Look. Where are you? Look. I gotta get out. I have none of my options. I have nothing. I have none of my cooldowns. I have nothing. And they're winning just by making you leave, just by contesting you. They're not even killing you. They are not even killing you right now, and they are winning. Look! They're not even killing you, and they're winning! Look! Because you're making every fight as fair as possible. Look!
Your powers are mine!
I am ready to put on a show! I like the cold.
Supernova!
And finale!
Beautiful. Beautiful. That sucks. They committed resources. There's not a lot you can do in scenarios like this where they just fucking 6 ult. You know, like, you can't go anywhere, otherwise you get deleted. Bro, this guy constantly makes me think I'm ass.
I may return from my
Yeah,
own
look.
realm.
Grow up.
They have better stats passively because you were trying to go for plays. Nibubu, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Fuck! Fuck! We're dead here. You have to contest. You have strange portal. This is not something that we can't think about. We have to think about this. You're making it so easy for them to kill you. Torch is not easy to kill, and you're just walking into his traps for no reason. He is not doing his job by just doing this. You are giving him his job for free. He is contesting you by you walking into him. Look, you're just giving this to him for free, and now they're gonna portal. They're gonna have to try to get touch, and it's gonna be a 5v6 because you're dead here.
Don't turn back now.
And I know I'm good. Do you shoot rocket ult on BP, or would you just wait? I just wait. Shoot the rocket ult. It is everybody's job to shoot the rocket ult. Fuck. Every single fight, we didn't have portal? Am I tripping? Am I just dumb? Where is this guy? So just wait longer? No, just play with your team. Just play with your team. You're going in alone. Just play with your team. Look. Just wait for 1 second to play with your team. Look. Just play with your team. Just wait. You're making it so easy for them to kill you. You have no idea that your backline is here. Yes. Yes, your Luna should have healed you. Yes, your Emma could have done something, but they have to get to objective. They have to set themselves up so that they can help the team, not so that they can help you. You're the least important person in the entire game. No one cares about you. You're a duelist. They have to set up so that everybody else on their team can play together because they're playing as a team. Look.
Let's cook some more.
Yes. Yes, she should have healed you. Yes, she should have been able to do something. Yes, any of these guys should have been able to do something. But if you just wait, if you play with your team instead of trying to win these fights for no reason or try to kill him for no reason, then you're making it easy on the enemy team. I'd honestly just always go out the door and never the big one. Bad habit. Yeah, and you just have to adapt. You just have to adapt. It sucks, but that's why they take advantage. They take advantage of your compliance, and this is what I'm telling you. This is why you have to be consistent. This shit is hard. I would never be able to keep up with this shit, dude. I would never in a million years. I'm trying. I like hit eternity, and I got fucking shit on. This shit is hard. It's not easy. But that's why we're losing these games. We're not playing as a team. They just passively won this. They didn't even have better stats. They just did this because you weren't playing for objective. They won this because you did not care about objective. You were trying to go for kills. You did not care about your team. You weren't trying to help your team in any fashion. You were playing for kills. And this is why scoreboard doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you got those final hits. You still lost the game. Because objective. It is objective. It is not kills. It is objective. That is why triple res is so important and so broken on domination, and why the team plays for the objective. In summary, positioning. Stop walking in front of the tanks. I can't believe I'm telling a one above all player this, but stop walking in front of the tanks. Like, you have a get out of jail free card, but you're making it too easy for them to kill you, right? But target priority. Your target priority should not be to only shoot the supports. Your target priority is to find the person that is uncontested. There are 6 people on the enemy team, and there is one person at all times not being shot at. Find that person and make sure they are not shooting your backline or not doing their job. Make sure that you are not only shooting one person. You are not only shooting the tank. You are not only shooting the backline. You have to find the person that is being uncontested at all times, especially in high elo lobbies like this. It is so difficult to fan them out. Cooldown usage, Hella's is not difficult. You just weren't using her bird, bro. Like, actually, just use her bird. Her bird is broken. It is an invincibility, get out of jail free card. Just use her bird. And then job role wise, contest the uncontested, and play the objective. Play for your team. It is not a kill game. This is not a game where you go through and try to get kills. It is a game where you play the objective. Play for the objective. Can the bird survive through Scarlet ult? Yes. The bird is invincible. You are not on the board state while you are on bird. You do not exist while you are in bird. You are just a moving bird. You are uninteractable. Unless you're like already being targeted by like Psylocke or like the Spider-Man pull, then you are untargetable. You are non-existent. But I hope this helped. I hope you like the information. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you wanted me to check out that game because it was a very interesting game.